Oke, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Zaki Ostara with the student ID A1B224049, and this is the third video of the project of trying to act or trying to copy how native speaker speak. So I will start. There are a similar question in the book, but they got a little more philosophical than you just did. But they both lean philosophical. Science can describe how gravity works, but can they describe why it works? So this is the how-why duality here. And allow me to just answer it from how-why point of view, and then we can apply it to gravity. After I say that, in science, if we can describe how something works and predict its future behavior, we claim to understand it and we move on. You can ask deeper question about it. Why is there gravity? What is the meaning? What is the purpose? And go ahead. But I'm good with what I have done, and I can land a spacecraft on Mars inside of a crater in a hole-in-one using my understanding of gravity. I'm pretty good with it. Okay. So I'm not distracted by the more philosophical side of that. Why does it work? Okay. Einstein, so Newton was deeply puzzled by how you can have something called, in which he coined the phrase, action at a distance. He wrote down the equation that worked. He won any equation. The Earth goes around the Sun, the moon of Jupiter go around Jupiter. He accurately described what with his equation of gravity. Okay? He said one day, I think we're going to find some way that they're connecting to each other, but I don't know what that is right now. But I know my equation worked. He called it spooky. It was spooky to him. That was his word. Spooky action at a distance. Fast forward 300 years. 300? No. Fast forward 230 years. Get to Albert Einstein. Gravity is the curvature of space and time, and you're moving on the curvature of that fabric. That's gravity. Oh my gosh, is it even a force then? Is it even so? There is no need to think of it as an action at a distance. So, so there's no need to think of it as an action at a distance. In a phrase first uttered by, I think it was John Archibald Wheeler, a student of Einstein, and I learned relativity from John Archibald Wheeler. In fact, that's where I met my wife in relativity class in graduated school. So it's space. So matters tells space how to curve. Space tells matter how to move. It moves on the curvature of space. You don't need an action over the distance. There is no action. It cannot do anything else but do that. It's like you have a funnel and you take a ball and you roll it on the funnel. The ball can only do what the funnel tells it to do, and it will circle you if you give it a sideways motion. It will start spinning around. There's no magic hand coming in there. It is following the curvature of it. It's following the curvature of its space-time continuum. This construct that provide for it. So now I can describe what gravity is doing. I even have mechanism for it. Are you still going to ask me why is there gravity? Is that answer not fulfilling enough to you even in the why department? Because, well, why would a particle curve space? You can keep doing that, that's fine. But is there a point really where you will satisfy with the answer? Or that is answer my why. I can say, well, why did the half liter of water drop off the edge? Well, it's no longer the force because the force are imbalanced. And why it's no, but why did it fall? Well, there is nothing holding it up. Why did it? There's no point. It's especially productive to continue to think the world that way. Because what I'm claiming is my answer to how, when you understand the how enough, are tantamount to having the answer the why question. That's all. That's what I'm telling them. Okay, you got a bald head. We can say, well, why did you go bald? Well, okay, the hair follicles at when you start in the late 20 and when you start and when do you start losing your hair? Probably in 20s, early 30s. Yeah, that's common. If you have your hair when you're 30, you'll probably have it for the rest of your life. That's how it goes. You start losing it up until you are 30. You can say, well, the hair follicle begins not produce keratin or whatever. And the explanation, and then you can say, well, why does the hair follicle stop doing that? Then you say, oh, well, because the DNA has pre-coded about the hair kind of thing. Well, why does the DNA have the hair? Okay, I think that's all for the 5 minutes of the video. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.